on a sea of gore. He knelt beside her and gently pulled her long black hair over the mutilation, as if that might heal her shattered skull. He took her hand in his, the hand that clung to the French fries she had playfully insisted on getting for him. Amid the chaos, a white-haired man knelt beside him. "She didn't appear to be afraid," the man said, slowly shaking his head. "She looked right at him and said, 'No, please.' Then he pulled the trigger." Sam looked into the man's watery blue eyes, as if asking for understanding. "Was she your wife?" the man kneeling in her blood said. Sam nodded. He couldn't breathe. The room was spinning. 5 minutes ago his life was full of joy and anticipation. "Oh, God! Oh, God!" he moaned. The man put his hand on Sam's shoulder. "Why did I turn on Elliot? We could have gone another way, stopped someplace else." It was as if Amy had been drawn to the shotgun blast by some irresistible fate, and he had been helpless to prevent it. He stared at the grisly scene, the blood, the bits of flesh and bone. The chaos continued, but he stayed beside her on the floor. He felt no fear, hoping the maniac would return and with one more pull of the trigger send him off to be with her. He heard the words from somewhere deep inside, "The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away." Was it God who nudged him to take a different route home? Was it God who stoked Sam's impatience with the heavy traffic? If God had any hand in this, then life was a slaughterhouse. When the sadness erupted over his happy life, the abyss opened beneath him, and he fell. In this headlong plunge, he instinctively reached out and grabbed hold of something. He didn't know who or what. He hung there, trying to catch his breath, trying to restore his heartbeat, dangling over the darkness. The city he loved turned gray. Green trees, the waterfront, his classroom, friends, the concerts and plays, the lovely boulevards and buildings, all gray. The sadness overwhelmed him. He left everything and fled. At present, he was hanging on, but he knew he had to identify what it was he clung to, and he knew he had to find some reason to continue to hang on, or he would give in to it, let go, and fall into the great dark void and be lost. "Pickett!" The voice startled him, jolting him from the trance. Truly Osborne stood in the doorway. Sam caught his breath. "Hard at it, I see," Truly said as he stepped smartly to Sam's desk. "Yes," Sam responded, standing, slightly unbalanced. "I wish a few of the other teachers were as conscientious. When I was running the school in Great Falls, well, things were different, I'll tell you." Truly glanced at the walls Sam had cluttered with quotations and posters depicting films and books and musical plays. "Had 76 teachers under me. 76. Could account for every paperclip. Can't expect discipline in this outpost." He twitched his nose, as was his habit. "Is all this necessary?" he said, waving a hand at the wall. "It's so unorganized." Without allowing a moment for a response, he turned his gaze on Sam, who had settled back into his chair, his heart still racing. He swallowed and tried to pay attention to his superintendent. "Now then, the other night the school board nearly did away with the basketball program. John English expressed the frustration and embarrassment we all feel because of the team, but due to the persistence of that foolhardy Wainwright and his lackey Ray Collins, they decided to go one more year. Can you imagine?" Sam glanced down at his lesson plan, and his eyes focused on the problem of appearance and reality. He was lost. Somehow, Amy's voice came softly and calmly. Truly continued to talk, and finally his words penetrated. "However, they realize how hard it has been for you to coach these past 5 years, the time and travel for what, heaven knows, is little extra money. We're prepared to assign the task to Mr. Grant, our new math teacher. Hopefully it will only be for 1 more year. Might as well pass the misery around." Sam wanted to protest, wanted to volunteer for another year.